What's up, guys? This is Grant, and this is my best friend Spencer.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And we're here to talk to you about movie Expandables 2. We're going to be doing like movie critic stuff, like reviews for upcoming movies and movies that have happened in the past, but like whatever. And so basically, Expandables 2, awesome. Like it was an awesome movie, pretty much. I mean, sure, the plot is Jean-Claude Damn, that guy. This guy knows how to pronounce his name.
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That guy. He steals, he's like supposed to steal some Cold War Russian plutonium for like nuclear bombs, and he's like, oh yeah, well, there's like 5 pounds of this stuff is like really bad, but I'm gonna get like 5 tons of it. So I'm like, oh.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah, and basically Bruce Willis hires the Expandables, and was like, Bruce was like, yeah, you owe me, so you have to go get this plutonium for me.
Yes.
And that's the plot.
That's basically
I mean,
it.
There really isn't a plot because, I mean,
this movie's not made for a plot. This movie is made for the actors of yesteryear, which is like Jason Statham. He's not an actor of yesteryear, but he's still awesome. Jet Li, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, first role back from being the governor.
Jet Li is kind of like, he's only in it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of
bugged me. I didn't like that. I was like, I wanted some.
I kind of wanted more Jet Li, and I never saw the first one, so he was
a huge role in the first one.
And then you have like Chuck Norris. The first movie I've ever seen Chuck Norris in was this movie, and it was awesome to see in it.
All right, so honestly, like, you guys don't have to see the first one.
No, not at all. Not at all.
This kid here,
I haven't seen this.
He hasn't even seen the first one yet, so it's kind of like, honestly, like, there's no connection from the first one to the second one. I mean, sure, you have like the same guys pretty much, but I mean, like Bruce Willis isn't even in the first one really.
He's like talked. From what I hear,
he's like,
same with Arnold. He just talked.
He's like, I'm gonna hire you guys because I'm Bruce Willis and I'm just this badass guy. And then he's like, Sylvester Stallone goes, oh, whatever, dude. Like, sure, you don't own me, but I'm gonna do your dirty work anyways. Which comes back in the second one where he's like, oh, hey, basically, Bruce Willis, you're a pussy, so you just need to, join us. And he does, and he kills a lot of fucking people. It's kind of awesome, not even gonna lie. This guy's texting right now.
It's my mom. Give me a break.
Alright, so we're in the middle of... your mom can wait. We're in the middle of making a video right now.
Well, that's why I threw my phone.
Alright, so, what's next? This is terrible acting.
Terrible acting.
It's like, it's the cheesiest acting. I mean, it's the typical 80s cheesy action movie.
I feel like in everyone's contract, like, they have a clause where, like, you can't act better than Sylvester Stallone.
Better Adrian!
You can't, and you have to be, I mean, I think that's, spoiler alert, mute for a little bit. I think that's probably why Liam Hemsworth was killed off, because he was actually a good actor.
Yeah, he was like the only good actor in the entire movie, and we're like, oh, alright, this guy's kind of good, but then, oh shit, you got a fucking samurai sword put through your chest, pretty much.
You're good on the, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna watch it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then, like, it's just, The Expendables 2 is made for, like, all the people who grew up in the 80s to go to see this movie.
We didn't grow up in the 80s.
Well, but it was still awesome for us. But, like, it was made for the people in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, to go and, like, be like, oh my goodness, this reminds me of my childhood, which would be a really weird childhood watching people's heads get explode.
That's like the opening scene. Like, you just,
seriously,
like straight out of the gate, they're going straight into action, they're all driving around and blowing shit up with RPGs, and they're driving their tanks,
and then they had that,
fucking
like,
people's heads are exploding, like, fucking the 4th of July.
Thing dropped.
Yeah, that
like,
little,
knock,
the little,
knock.
the
ramming thing.
Yeah, that little thing's dropped.
He's like, knock, knock.
He's like, Merry Christmas, guys! And, like, just drives right through it, and they're, like, driving up on buildings, and, like, every single person is just getting shot up a storm, but, like, they somehow don't get shot at all.
Basically, the heads exploded. Dreams came true.
Yeah. And, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah, that guy. he is the best villain I've ever seen, other than the Joker.
He was pretty awesome.
No, he was like think of bad guy. Think of
I
just
feel
ultimate badass bad guy. You're not on the screen.
I feel like comparing him to the Joker kind of like undercuts the Joker.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
But
no, he's just like an
pretty
awesome bad guy. Like you're like, oh, like okay, this guy's kind of cool. He's got like a kind of cool neck tattoo going on. So you're like, oh, what's up with that? Because he's like, oh, this means goat, and they're like the devil's pet, and you're like, what? But then you're like, oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. Like, all right, whatever. Yeah. And then he's like, he's just badass. He goes, do you fear me? And the kid's like, no, I don't fear you because I'm fucking badass.
Spoiler alert again.
And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to fucking kick a sword or knife, like a knife like this long, like into your chest. And it's like, whatever. But that's cool. Chuck Norris.
Every time he came on, like, that western twang kicked up. It was so cool.
From the good, the bad, and the ugly. It was
just really weird. I don't know why it was the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, I mean, he was just so Chuck Norris. I mean,
Chuck Norris is Chuck Norris. Like, Chuck Norris is Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying Chuck Norris.
I feel like
quotes in the movie.
I feel like if you went in to go see Chuck Norris, like, throughout the entire movie, I think you might be disappointed because he's only in, like, really 2 scenes.
Yeah, he's not really in it. Like, he
really
like, kind of shows up or anything like that. He's like,
he kind of shows
I'm
up.
a lone wolf. I'm not going to join anyone. But then ends up joining them anyway.
Well,
so
like,
but
he says it's sometimes fun to run with the pack.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I can't think of what I'm doing, but like all in all, The Expendables 2 is just fun. It's just a good movie.
It's just a good movie. Like, go see it.
I feel like go see it.
$10.
It's worth $10. It's also worth revisiting it on Blu-ray.
Oh, definitely. I mean, maybe I'm probably gonna
buy this. I probably won't buy the first one. I probably won't see the first one.
I might buy the first one because I have OCD.
You know, buy it. But Expendables 2, go see it.
Definitely.
That's basically all you can really say about it. Is just go see it. It's awesome.
Alright, so, feel free to leave us comments. This is our first video, so it probably sucks. Bear with us. We're going to be making more.
Really bad.
Yeah, but, Jenna Marbles makes it on, like, her webcam, so...
We're
2 really poor college students. Deal with it. Go ahead and be assholes on the internet, because that's what people are really good at. Like, oh, hey, like, you're stupid, you're a fag. Like, I'm going to tell you this over the internet. Am I ever going to see you in person? No. Whatever. You're probably going to go home and touch yourself at night. Whatever. That doesn't faze me. Be who you are. Be who you are. Alright? This is Grant. That's Spencer. We're signing off. You guys have a good night.